So let's give it some real attention right now and give you the most important highlights. Saudi Arabia and Iran, Sunni and Shiite Muslim, are sworn enemies. They hate each other. And yet China just brokered a peace deal between them. Yes, China did that, not the United States and bumbling Joe Biden. China brokered a Saudi-Iran peace deal. Let that sink in. And then this week, Saudi Arabia openly talking about settling their oil trades in the Chinese currency yuan. This would replace the US dollar. This, my friends, is the biggest story in the world. So let me repeat that. They would replace the petrodollar, the US dollar that we use as a hammer to sanction any country we like. If the US doesn't like you and wants to sanction you, they can, because if you want oil, you'll need to pay with US dollars to settle that transaction in US dollars. So this is all about to change. It's not hyperbole to say that this will change everything. Imagine if the US can't threaten you with dollars anymore. All they have left are weapons, and there's nothing more dangerous than a person losing power. You're witnessing it in real time. But if you need more news from this week, Saudi Arabia and Iran and Mexico all getting ready to join the BRICS alliance. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. And we already know, we've covered this on the show. Right after Mexico made this announcement, the U.S. started talking about invading Mexico with military forces to stop the drug cartels.
I'm going to introduce legislation, Jesse, to make certain Mexican drug cartels foreign terrorist organizations under U.S. law and set the stage to use military force if necessary to protect America from being poisoned by things coming out of Mexico. They're at war with you. You need to be at war with them. I can't think of a better use of our military than to blow up labs in Mexico.
They think we're stupid. Lindsey Graham, Senator Lindsey Graham, doesn't give a rat's ass about drug cartels. They only care about Mexico joining BRICS. That's it. That's what this was about. And this week, Mexican President Obrador fired back, basically called Biden and Congress a bunch of idiots for provoking a war in Russia and talking about invading Mexico. So what does all of this mean? Well, it would mean that if all of the major oil-producing countries in the world become part of the same alliance, it would mean that half of the entire population of the globe would be on the same team, using a Chinese and Russian oil infrastructure that's tied to oil and gold, and no longer to the US dollar. This week, we saw a new record amount of gold being bought and stored by China. There are real concerns that we are running out of gold supplies right now around the world. It's becoming incredibly difficult to get gold. China and Russia are buying as much of it as they can find, and gold producers right now are scrambling to bring it out of the ground. Gold is nearing record highs this week, prices touching $2,000 a troy ounce. So all of this means we're spiraling into World War III. Over the past 48 hours, the U.S. launched airstrikes against Iran, but not in Iran. They attacked Iran in Syria, because, of course, we're using Syria as a proxy. This is a response to Iran attacking American soldiers in Syria. Again, why the hell are Americans in Syria in the first place?
To make no mistake, the United States does not emphasize seek conflict with Iran, but be prepared for us to act forcefully, protect our people.
So Syria is ground zero for what's about to happen in this new world order. But again, just pay attention to Trump getting arrested. That's what the deep state wants you to focus on. So that's the news update part of today's show, trying to get you caught up on all of the big geopolitical developments over the past 48 hours. Now I want to tell you about our sponsor for today's video, which is tied directly to this changing world order where one currency is tied to gold, oil, and actual precious metals, and the other, the US dollar, is tied to nothing. That company is Calinex, and if you're an investor in gold and silver and copper like I am, you're going to want to pay attention to this. Now, Calinex, which produces gold, silver, and copper, has just raised millions of dollars over the past few weeks to start drilling in one of the best mining areas of Canada. Now, I told you about them back in early 2022, and many of you made a lot of money investing in them. I got a lot of emails from you guys thanking me about that. Again, it's not me, it's you, because I'm just giving you the information and then you're doing your own homework. So that's all on you. Good job. I'm glad that you guys made a lot of money on that. Back in September, when I told you about them, they announced drilling results, and that's always when a stock explodes. So I believe it's incredibly important to position your trades before drilling results are announced so that you get the benefits of that stock exploding. Again, they are getting ready to drill right now. So they're about to actively drill for gold, silver, and copper, and we have a massive shortage of all three minerals right now. With all of these sanctions against Russia, we're not going to get copper, silver, or anything else out of Russia. So Calnex is actively drilling and could announce drilling results very, very soon. And when they do announce results, their stock usually goes like this, straight up, which is very nice, in my opinion. Now,